Hi everybody, welcome. Tammy from Tammy's Homesteading Crafts. Today we're in the YouTube corner where I like to come to you for my knitting podcasts. It's been a month since I've podcasted last. Today is actually October 28th and this will air November 3rd. Yeah, it's been a busy month. We have a lot of stuff to go over. We have a lot of new bags in the shop. We have some new stitch stoppers. I have a new bag design that I want to show you. We've gotten some finished objects done as far as our knitting goes. And we have a number of knitting projects that we have gotten quite a bit done on. Also, we've got some acquisitions to show you. So if you guys are interested in any of that, stick around. Okay, so before we get into the podcast, I just want to welcome all of you to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and subscribing to my channel, liking and commenting on my videos. I really appreciate all of you for doing that. Also, if you are new to the channel, thank you. I welcome you and I hope you enjoy the content. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It does not cost you anything to subscribe to a YouTube channel, and it does benefit the YouTubers by you subscribing to their channel, liking and commenting on their videos. It's free and it does allow more people to get access to our videos by the amount of likes and shares and comments we get on our videos. So if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. Okay, let's get into our video. Okay, so the first thing that we usually do when we are doing a knit video is to show off the bags that we have for the website. Today is actually October 28th, and this video will air November 2nd. Not sure if I said that already or if that was in a take that I cut out. But if not, we're saying it again. So let's talk about the new bags that we have into the shop. We have a bunch of limited design bags, wrist bags. These are one-of-a-kind designs. There's only one of them. When they're gone, they're gone. So let me show you the wrist bags that we have. So this is a scarecrow with sunflowers and a pumpkin. Let me get my glasses on here. And these are quite big. They hold actually quite a bit. They will hold 200-gram cakes of yarn inside them. They're very roomy, and they allow you to snap them and carry them on your wrist like this and knit out of it. If you don't want the wristlet on, you're able to unsnap and take the wristlet completely off and then just snap the bag and put it in there just to possibly hold yarn and pull from if you want these in your bag to hold and pull the yarn from. That is another way to use it. So this is one of them. It is the little scarecrow. Let's put it back up there. Okay, and we have another scarecrow with pumpkins and sunflowers. And again, you will find these on the website. These ones, you might have actually seen these ones. I'm not really sure. The Welcome Autumn with, I don't know. I can't remember if I had these little ones done. I know I had the big one done last time, but I don't know if I had the little one done. The little one with the truck. You will find these on the website under the wrist bags. And that's where you'll find these ones. This is just a girl who loves fall. Really cute. Thought this one was a really cute one. Now we're getting into our winter kind of ones that we have available. I got a number of these. A lot of them are really, we'll start with this one and then the rest of them will be very close together. So we've got a little snowman with two birds. Very cute. They all have some kind of winter, Christmassy type fabric, snowflake, something to keep with the seasons, but not necessarily 100% Christmas. It's just, you know, green, reds, you know, hollies, poinsettias inside them. Oops. Okay, and then we have a bunch of Santa gnomes in there. A lot of them, like I said, they're good. These ones are all going to be very similar, just a little bit different on how, you know, what they might be carrying, what they might be holding, the color of their shoes. But we have a number of these in the shop to pick from. These are available right now. I do have some trunk shows that I am going to, so a lot of these will get divided and shipped, so then there won't be anything in the shop. So if you see something today on the website or today here, check the website. If it's available, I would grab it, because like I said, once these are gone, they're gone. I will not be remaking these exact same ones. A lot of them are very similar, but they are not the same. But I thought these little gnomes, Santa Claus gnomes, were pretty cute to have actually on the website. So this one's got some really pretty blue eyes. I'm thinking it's a little girl because she's got a bow in her hair. I'm trying to hold things so that it focuses long enough so you guys can see it. I'm hoping it works out. We'll know when we edit if I held things long enough. I tend to think I hold it long enough, but then not really allow it to focus because I'm too close to it. So I'm trying to be a little bit further away from the camera and allow it to focus a little bit better, and to cover up my face completely so that it doesn't try to focus on a person and it focuses on the actual design of the bag itself. And I also locked it, so hoping it's not doing that auto focus constantly when stuff gets moved. Okay, so that is all of the wrist Christmas fall bags that we have for the shop. Now, excuse me as I bend down to get the next set, we have a bunch of limited edition design bags that are fall Christmas themed. These are under the limited design tab on the website, and it will tell you the size of it there when you highlight each bag and you pick the bag that you want in the picture. This is a small drawstring, just a girl who loves Christmas. I thought this one was pretty cute with the Christmas cup, candy cane, the cookies. That was really cute. I paired it with a snowman inside liner. This is the small drawstring that has red cords for the drawstring. Okay, and then the next groups of them, these are all going to be my medium tall. These are the width of a medium bag, but the height of a tall bag. These are actually a very roomy bag. You can get 4 to 5 skeins of yarn in these bags. And I'm working, actually I have 2 of them with sweater projects in them. Very nice that they're tall enough that you can actually put the sweater project in there, the notions pouch in there. Yeah, they're very, very roomy. They've got a lot more room in them than they look when you start using them. So we have this one. And then of course we have the big one that matches the little wrist bag, the snowman with the 2 butterflies. Then we have hanging with my gnomies, white truck with 3 gnomes, and yeah, I just thought this was kind of cute. these are all kind of the truck ones, because it seems like you guys are really the trucks are really popular. Whenever I do anything with the fall, with the antique trucks in any of my project bags right now, I can't keep them in stock. They sell out almost immediately. So I did a bunch of these one-of-a-kind design ones that are in the medium talls to be able to, you know, for you guys to use the truck ones, the antique trucks. And with the canvas that I'm using, the interfacing is nice and stiff, and as you can tell, I'm just holding it on my hand and they are standing straight up. They're a very sturdy bag. The interfacing that is used is really stiff, and it allows the bag to stand up on its own. You're able to roll it down too if you needed it to make it like a yarn bowl as well. But yeah, nice and stiff, holds its shape. Okay, another Nomi in the back of a truck with some presents and holly leaves. This one's a little gnome with a gingerbread house in the green truck. And of course they're different whether they have the green cord or the red cord, depending on what their inside liner was. If I could talk. The cord holder up here is what the liner is on the inside. So when you guys go to look on the website, whatever this is on the top is what it is on the inside of the bag. Otherwise, I specify that it's got a different color when I put it next to the bag. This one is just just a love for snow and fall. Snowflakes and snow. And another gnome truck, red one with presents packed in the back of it. And then the last one we have is a cup of, it looks like a frozen cup of coffee, but it's flannels, lattes, and leggings. I paired it with the gingerbread because I thought that was kind of cute fabric to put inside there. Yeah, so it's just a cup of coffee, a latte. I guess that's probably foam coming down the side of the cup that's got the snowflake on it. But yeah, so that is the last of the one-of-a-kind designs that we have in the shop. So those are available. Like I said, if you see any that you like, stop into the shop and grab them. Also, I'm going to let you guys know this now. November is a big birthday month for my family. This weekend is the 2-year anniversary of the opening of my website. And then in 2 weeks is my husband's birthday. And then in 2 weeks after that is my birthday. And then of course we have Black Friday and we have Small Business Saturday. So there is going to be a ton of pop-up sales going on the website. So if you guys are not subscribed to the email, go ahead and click the link in the description below and grab a link and sign up for the email, because I'm going to try to send out emails, but also follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well, because I'm going to promote them there as well. Not necessarily am I going to get onto YouTube to be able to put a sale out there. It just, to me, it doesn't go out as easy, as fast, and people don't get notifications about it as much as they would if they were following me on Instagram and Facebook, and also subscribe to the email newsletter onto the website. I'm trying to do more and more of that, but I don't want to bombard people with notifications and letters and stuff on the website. But I am going to run a 4-day sale. 4-day sale till Wednesday, till Wednesday of this week. So it is going to be, let me look at my calendar here. It is going to start November 3rd and end November 6th, and it's going to be a 20% off on all in stock bags. So of course it excludes the leather bags because they are not in the store. Those are a custom order. And it also will exclude the very new bag that I have designed because that is also going to be a custom order bag as well. But all the bags that are in the shop will be on sale, along with all the stitch stoppers that are on sale. Yarn koozies, all that kind of stuff will be in the link to be on sale at 20% off. There will be sales going on the rest of the month, but like I said, I have trunk shows. I have stuff that is being shipped out. So if you see something that you like today, grab it and get it in your cart so that you guys can get it, because when they're gone, especially if it's a limited design, when it's gone, it's gone. Okay, so let's start. I will show you all of the new stitch stoppers that we have in the shop, and we have a ton of new ones. But before I show you the new ones, I want to say we have restocked our M&Ms. We have restocked Snoopy. We have restocked like the penguins and the elephants. What other ones? The leopard heart prints, the animal heart prints that we had in there. The pigs. I'm trying to think all the ones that I got that we were low on or gone. Oh, the heart or the ball, the round flags. They were balls and they had American flags on them. Those have been restocked. The baseballs have been restocked. Some of the gnome ones that we were running out of have been restocked as well. So pretty much everything, there is quite a bit in the shop right now for stitch stoppers. So they make awesome stocking stuffers for those knitters that are out there. And we have some really cute ones. So let me show you what we have in the shop. I'm going to start with these. These are hexagon ones, and they have little cotton balls. Well, not cotton balls, but the cotton flower on them. They're light blue with the cotton flower. So we have those in the shop. For those that don't like the bigger stitch stoppers, we have those. They're just a nice little tip to the end. We have some ones with fall leaves on them. And then we have some that, oops, I have so many of these, I haven't gotten them all put in bags yet. I ran out of cards and I had to order some. These have little tulips on them. And then these ones have spring flowers on them, and each side's different of what's on them. But yeah, so these are some of the new smaller ones that we have for those people that are not wanting the big ones, but want a little stitch stopper. Also on the website, there is little round balls for those that want the smaller ones and not want the big ones. There is gingham balls. There is, the brown and, or the, yeah, brown and black gingham, black and white, red and black, and then just solid balls in the website as well. They're, I think, under circular knit stitch stoppers, and then there's multiple colors underneath them. Okay, so for the other designs that we have, some cowgirls. We have those. Oops. Where'd you go? There we go. Okay. We have, I guess we'll do the sports ones, then we'll do the knitting ones, and then we'll do the fun ones. Okay, so another sports one that I have these, and for those of you who are in Pennsylvania, you'll know that this is the mascot for the Pittsburgh Nittany Lions mascot. So I have these in the shop. I got some Buffalo Bills ones. Since we are close to Buffalo, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. I try to keep these in the shop as well. We got some Buffalo Bills ones. Okay. And then I got these cute little ones with a saying, my day starts with coffee, ends with wine. And now my knit related ones. And this might not be all. There might be more that I'm forgetting. I can't really remember. I got them a little while ago and I put them away and put them on the website and then totally forgot to keep. Usually I try to keep one out when I'm ready to film so that I know what are new and I can show. So there might be some new ones on the website that I'm not thinking about. This is really cute. It is a knitting basket with yarn and knitting needles in it. So we got these. We got the ball of yarn with 2 knitting needles sticking out of it. We got this in green and in purple. One of them just fell on the floor, if you didn't hear that. Okay, so we've got those for in the shop. Okay, so now with some of the characters that we got. These are the 3 that I remember getting, and I don't know if I got any more. But I got some Tweety birds. I finally found my Scooby. I've been looking for just a Scooby head forever, and I could not find him. Finally, I found my Scooby head available. And then I got, I'm going to open this because it turned sideways on me. And then I found Smurfs. The girl and a boy Smurf. I could not find a Papa Smurf. I really wanted to get Smurfette and Papa Smurf and do those together, but I could not find a Papa Smurf that was still available. They were all sold out. So I just got a regular, I figured we'd do a boy and a girl Smurf and put them together. They are on the website as Blue Boy and Blue Girl, just so that I don't have an issue with a copyright type thing. Okay, so that I believe is all of the new stitch stoppers that I have in the shop. So now I want to show you guys the newest bag that I have designed. And I'm actually going to take you off the tripod. I'm going to take you over to the sewing table, and I'm going to show you what I have over there because I really want to explain and show what it is, and I can't do that here because I can't see if I'm showing you everything that I want you to see. So hold with me while I move over to the cutting table. Okay, so for those of you who know me, I have been talking about some kind of a needle organizer case to hold my cords in for the longest time that I've been wanting to design. And I finally figured out something that I feel works very well for this. So here it is. It's going to be made out of a leather backing so that the outside is leather and the inside is cloth. And then you unsnap it, and then there is 8 sections where you can hold your cords. Now, each one of these sections has 2 clips to be able to hold cords. The reason why this is not going to be pre-made on the website is because you will be able to get to pick the numbers that you want in all of these 8 spaces, because there's 8 spaces. Some people might use a lot of 8s, so they might want 2 8s here. Or they might never use an 8, but they use a lot of 12s, and they want 2 12s. So you'll be able to pick the 8 numbers that you want. This is a pocket here that allows the cords to sit in the pocket. But the other good thing about it, if you have if I keep my cords in there, that also slides down in. Your chow goo thing slides down in there. It closes up, and you're able to put the needles in there as well. So if you have a size 16 needle that you use a lot, and you also have cords, you can put the cords behind it and put the needle in front of it in the case. Or, and this is going to see if I can do this one-handed, get my needle out of the case here and unsnap. Okay, let me pause. Okay, so you're just going to unsnap that with your needle and cord together. Like I said, it's going to be a treat to do this with one hand because I took you off the tripod. But get your cord like that, stick it in there, snap it back down. You can tighten it. The cord and the one needle can go in the pocket so that it will hold your cord and needle. So it'll also hold just the cords and needles if you don't keep them in here, but these will also fit inside the actual pocket itself. And then they fold up and snap. 2 snaps, or magnets. So that is the newest design bag that I have. So the yarn, or not yarn, the cord organizer will be on the website as a pre-order thing. It will require you to pick 8 numbers, whether they're duplicate or not, but you'll have to have 8 numbers that you can pick to put inside the cord. They will be made to each order and get shipped out. I haven't decided. I haven't looked at my leather to see if I have options for different colors of leather. We'll have to see in what I have on the website as far as that goes. But this is the newest design that I have in the website. So that is it for the updates to the shop. Let's talk about our finished projects. Okay, so I got a couple of finished projects. We got one of the little hats that I wanted to get done. I needed to get 3 of these done, so I got another one done. This one is ready. I happened to be up at my parents' and I was able to try it on his head to make sure it fits him, and it does. So that is where I'm at with that. Able to get that one done for him for Christmas. And then I also was able to get my husband's Musselboro hat for hunting orange, gone hunting done, and get that done as well. Just a little to keep in mind for those of you who try to dry your stuff outside like I do. If you can see, I dried it outside flat, and the sun lightened my orange. So I have a nice seam front and back of my hat where it had dyed the yarn. Did not know that would happen. I do know that when I put stuff on the line that it does, like red fabric and stuff like that, does dye some, but I wasn't even thinking when I put this out to dry. It was a heavy weight in DK weight yarn, so it was a nice thick hat, and I knew it was going to take a while to dry, and I wanted to get as much sun on it as possible so that it would dry, since we don't have the heat on in the house yet, and there was no way. It was just, I didn't want it to get sit and get a little funky smelling because it was taking so long to dry, so I wanted to put it outside. But I faded it a little bit. So just keep that in mind. Dyed yarn can fade. But those are my only two finished objects. we have gotten a lot of other knitting done, so let's talk about what we have gotten done. Okay, so let's start with our oldest project that we have, and that would be my daily knit shawl. And you guys would be amazed. Today's the 28th. I'm on the 26th of October. So I'm only a few days behind. So we really got caught up on this. We've gotten a lot done. This is where I was last time we podcasted, in this purple. And this is where we are now. We've put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new colors, and we're almost ready to put another color in right now. But yeah, we've been working on this quite a bit. It's getting pretty long. But yeah, it's just something to do to kind of use up some of that sock yarn that I have, a ton of it. And it's just doing different knit stitches every day that my friend gave me the calendar last year for Christmas. So I've been enjoying that. While I'm thinking about it, let me move my stitch marker, my progress keeper, up to where we're at so we know where we're at next time we podcast. But yeah, this is the daily knit shawl. I keep calling it a shawl. It's going to be a wrap at this point in time, the daily knit wrap. But that's quite a bit. I got quite a bit done on this over the past month. So I'm very pleased with myself. Like I said, I got through a lot of days. We are only a few days behind right now. Okay, so the next oldest thing that I have would be my summer sorrel. And that is going pretty good. I'm actually now back down to where I was when I had to rip it back out. Let me turn it so it's the right way and you guys can see what it really does look like, because it is very, very pretty. I love the design. So this is the actual correct side. They give you instructions on how to knit so that it's on so that you're knitting instead of purling, so it doesn't take so long to do. My problem was I had quite the seam right down the arm. Every now and then I get a spot that I have a seam, but I've actually been doing pretty well keeping a seam not so visible on this under the arm. Granted, it is under the arm, it won't be as obvious, but I really still would like it to not have a seam hardly at all. Getting closer to being done with the point that I can do my ribbing, and then there's just a little bit of knit stitch on the sleeve and then a rib on the sleeve as well. We are getting closer to being done with this, but it has been on the needles for a while. Haven't really talked about it too much, so let's talk about the yarn that we're using in this. This yarn is Cornbread Honey yarn, and the light color is beach. Let me look, because seaside maybe? Yeah, seaside. The light color is seaside. And then the darker color is my March Patreon that I got. I am in her Patreon. It's a monthly yarn subscription, and I am in that. And this was the March Patreon color that we had. And I'm just, and the t-shirt is the Summer Sorrel. I'm not sure who it's by. Let me pull it up. By Pine and Wool and Pine. So Summer Sorrel by Wool and Pine. And I'm just taking and running my colors every 4 rows and alternating them, and that's why I needed to have the the seam to be seamless down here so that you guys, you know, when you're wearing it, you don't really see a cord hanging there that there is hanging out there. But yeah, every 4 rows, I'm just alternating and doing that. This is where I was at last time when we podcasted. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows ago. It takes me about 30 minutes to do the 4 rows. And then I can go on. I don't take this any other place because I really need to watch when I wrap so that I'm doing it the same way and I don't have, it's not showing. So I really don't take this anywhere when I'm for any of the knitting groups because I really can't concentrate on doing that and making sure that I don't have, I'm wrapping it on the wrong side. And then that's what happened the last time I was taking it to knit groups because it was just knitting and I wasn't paying attention. And then I really sat down and looked at it and I had a full run of stuff down the inside of the thing. And the inside is where is actually going to be the outside of my sweater because the way they have you knitting it. Just because most people can knit faster than they can purl, so they gave you the option to turn it inside out and to knit. But yeah, so that's the second oldest one that I have. Going along, I get usually probably once a week. I'm trying to do at least twice a week, 30 minutes on every project that I have, just so that I get a decent amount of progress done on stuff. But yeah. And then I guess the next one after that would be, these are a tie, but let's go with this one first. My cardigan. And who is this by? Let me pull that up. It is called the Pure Comfort Cardigan. I have gotten it, I think last time I showed, I had already separated for sleeves. Yep, I was here. So this is just knitting and then purling back. I can take this with me when I go to knit groups because it's just knit and then purl back, knit and then purl back. Not a big deal. I can do this, but I've had a lot of other smaller projects that I can take because I have the hats that I needed to finish and different things like that. But yeah, I really do like it. Tried it on. It fits nice. It's a little bit big, which is what I want it because I want to be able to put it over top of a shirt and be able to wear it as more of a coat than just a sweater itself. I'm gonna move my stitch marker down. Trying to remember to do this each time. This yarn is Broco Fika and is 100% superwash fine merino. It is a sport weight, but it is a thin, or it's actually a DK weight, but it's more of a sport weight. It's just a very light DK, so it's not really too heavy. I've got, I believe, enough yards. I'm only on the second ball right now with what I have in here. So I'm just into the, and I'm not into the second ball all that far. I might not necessarily need that other one that I have held at the store. We'll have to see when I get closer to it. I mean, I still have full long arms to do, and it is a full long sweater. I am not doing the pockets, so that's going to take some of the yarn away that I really just don't want to have to deal with pockets, but there is a very thick ribbing and collar that goes on the outside of this. So yeah, but I love it. It's going along great, just plugging along at it. Like I said, I'm trying to get at least 30 minutes, at least twice a week. I have been really trying to make myself sit down and do 2 rows, one knit, one purl back, every day has been my biggest thing. I'm trying to do that, but some of the other stuff where it has a pattern, I really make myself do the pattern fully, 4 rows or whatever it is on the pattern, so that I can go into the next thing. Like my other tee, my summer sorrel, that's got 4 rows, so I need to do all 4 of those rows before I go put it away, so that I know that I've done those 4, and then start with the next color of yarn. That way it reminds me that what color I'm using. Okay, so there's that one's done. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. But I still feel like I'm missing one. Oh, it's right there. That's why I lost it. Okay, so the next one that has been on the needles the longest would be my shawl that I'm doing. And this is Always Be Brave shawl. The last time I had it on needles, and there's not a stitch marker on here because I got so far and I realized that I did 2 stitches wrong, 2 rows, 2 complete rows wrong. So I took it all out and I restarted the whole entire thing since last podcast. So I've redone it all to where I was and then added another round. So I think I was at this, one of these 2 here when I podcasted last. So I redid all of this, and then I also have done 2 more. This is another one. This is a 12-row repeat, and I make myself sit down and try to do all 12 rows at a time. This is one of those, I would like this done so that I can wear it this fall. So I'm really trying to make myself sit and work every day on this and do my 12 rows and get another row done. But I really didn't like the way the I-cord on, I think it was this side, it curves a little bit here, but before it was really curving like this, and I just didn't like it. So I changed my stitch on that. You're supposed to, when you first start, you're supposed to knit one in the front and the back, and then in the front again, to keep adding the extra stitches, 2 extra stitches here, and then on the other side you'd take one away. And I thought, well, why am I taking one away? I just ain't going to add the extra one over here, which allowed me to not have such a curvy end on this side, because I wanted the I-cord. I liked the finished look of the I-cord on both ends. And then I'm probably going to finish it off with the I-cord at the top. When I bind off, I'll probably do the I-cord as well. But yeah, I love the colors. But yeah, I've gotten a lot done on this since I did all of this in the last month, because I redid it all. But yeah, and I will get my stitch marker and put where we're at here at this point in time, because we know where we're at. We restarted this. Okay, so that is my Always Be Happy. And my yarn for this, the solid blue is from Kimber of Kimber's Cozy Creations. It's my monthly colorway, and I want to say this was January or February. Yeah, this was in the beginning of the year. This was one of the first ones we got, and I really liked the brightness of it. So this was their January, February, we got this bright blue. And then my other color is, because it doesn't say, it just says royal blue, but I don't know when the royal blue actually came out. And then my other color is from Needles at the Ready, and this is their Monsters U. I'm at the point now with my shawl, it now flops. I've got 2 more rows to do, and then the next round is the blue is going to be the accent, and then the variegate's going to be the main color. So you flip-flop, which I'm looking forward to that. So it's a, 2-sided shawl. I really like that. I think it's going to look really cute. So I'm looking forward to flopping them and starting to have it look a little bit different. But there's that shawl. Okay. So I think the next thing I had on the needles, I think this is going to be my next thing I had on the needles. I'm not really 100% sure on this. I've had this on the needles for a while and just can't remember when I put it on. Let's get it here. So this is my other tank top that I have, and it is, what's the name of this? Restless First Tea. And this is the one I've had a lot of issues with, because the pattern is not originally written in English. It's translated and they miss a lot of words in translation. So I've been pretty much looking at my original rocket tee that I've done, because it's got very similar directions as that. So I've been using those kind of directions to get measurements and everything for what I'm doing. But I finally got it in the round. I'm still not to the point where I've separated for sleeves. I still have another, and I love the pattern on the sleeves. I still have another 13 more rounds to do before I can separate for sleeves. This is Dulce Cashmere from Hobby. Yeah. It is the Dulce Cashmere, and it is 65 virgin wool, 25 pomade, and 10% cashmere. This is just happens to be another one I have, but that's what this is that I'm using, that brand, in this variegated of red colors. So I'm in the purple at this point, and then it's going to go to a light red, a muted red, and then finally end up with a brighter red when I should be done with it. But yeah, it's finally connected in the round. Still not something I'm going to be taking to knit groups until I separate for sleeves and then can just knit. It'll go a lot faster. But the pattern on the sleeves is a pattern both ways. So I have to remember when I knit around, I do the pattern, and then now that it's connected and I knit again, I have to do the purl side of the pattern for the sleeves for a little bit longer. But I do like the pattern that it is on the sleeves. Luckily, somebody on Ravelry figured out what the pattern was for the sleeves and actually put the directions in there, because I really had no idea what the pattern was for the sleeves. I could not read it. I could not understand it. So somebody in English did that. So I appreciate that. But yeah, working on that. It's going to have, like my rocket tees, it'll have I-cord around the collar, the V-collar, and then of course around the sleeves. And I probably won't do the I-cord at the bottom. I'll probably do a ribbing, because I've noticed on the one rocket tee that I made, and I actually did the ribbing on the I-cord on the bottom, it rolls up and I don't like that. So I'll probably change that and do just a ribbing on the bottom just to keep it so that it doesn't roll up. But I do like the way the I-cord looks on the collar and on the sleeves. But I probably will not do that on the bottom of that. But that's, I moved my stitch marker on that, so we're good to go there. But yeah, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my projects. This is probably the next one that I've had on the needles, kind of the longest. This might have been on the needles even before my husband's muscle burrow that I started, but I have gotten a lot done on this. This is where I was last podcast. I am almost to the point that I can start decreasing, because it is for a child. Start decreasing so that I can be done with this. But yeah, got quite a bit done on this. This is just a skein of yarn from Hobby Lobby. It's one of their hand dyes that they have at Hobby Lobby. Is it the Yarn Bee? I don't even think I have the tag. I don't even have the tag anymore. Not sure if it's their Yarn Bee or what it is, but it's one of the hand-dyed ones. It's the blue and white one that they have there. Of course, this is my Muscle Burl hat by Isola Teagues. And like I said, I'm almost ready to decrease on this, because being that it's a kid, it doesn't need to be huge, but I would like it to be able to be a nice deep cuff on them so that it's 4 layers over the ears. But we'll be able to get that done definitely way before next podcast, because we are almost done and we're almost out of our yarn. I mean, we're pretty much to the end of our yarn here. So then, and I have that in one of my little wrist bags just to be able to carry it along and knit when I'm doing things. Okay. The next project that I had on the needles the last time, and I had just started it, and I know I was complaining about the I-cord, but I got my Treasure Trove wrap going, and this is by Stephen West. I've started changing colors. I have enough of my tan to do, I believe, one more repeat of tan before I go into full solid brown. And then, of course, we're going to decrease, or we're going to change it to, the next color after that is going to be this variegated color, and this one is from Elk and Me. My tan that I'm using right now is just from Hobby Lobby, their hand dyed that they have. I just had, it's a light tan, it's got a little bit of darker colors in it. My brown that I'm using is Dreamin' Color Smushy Cashmere sock. Where's my, here it is. I kept them all. I knew I kept them all. Smushy Cashmere Chocolate Night is my brown that I'm using. And the Elk and Me is Nulick. And then my last, well, not my last color, but the color that I have now, the last color I have at the moment is my Burnt Orange from Kimber from my monthly colorway. I still need to do a red at the end. Not sure if I like the red that I got for last month from Kimber, but I've got another kind of red coming for the month of October, so I'm hoping I will like that one. We'll see. I'll put the two together and I'll pick which one's going to be better to go with my pattern, or I want it to go with this color. And I can always switch orange and red. I mean, I could do the red and then the oranges be the last color. We'll see what we're going to do there. We don't, not 100% sure on the color combo itself. Those two could be switched at the end. But that's where I'm at with this. Like I said, I was, my stitch marker is right at the bottom, so I really hadn't done pretty much anything with that. So let's move that up to where we're at so that we know next podcast where we were at. Okay, but that is my Treasure Trove wrap by Stephen West. And everybody's doing Stephen West, and I thought, you know what, I have a lot of yarn. I might as well try to do one of his big wraps. I'm not sure I would really wear one of the big, huge shawls, but I thought a wrap might not be a bad thing. I can, make it kind of a shawl, whatever. And I can stop it. I don't technically have to do the 5 skeins if I don't want to. I mean, if I don't find a red that matches, I could stop it with the orange and be done with that. I don't have to put the red in there if I don't want to, and I might not. Depends. I just thought the middle, I'd have 2 solid on one end, the variegated in the middle and then 2 solid on the other, which I thought would just even it out. And I can always get another color that will match it a little bit better. We'll see. I don't know. It's still up in the air of what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so that is everything that I had on the needles. And I just cast something on last night. My husband asked if I could make him another ascot. So I got that casted on last night and just started it. It's going to be in the hunting orange that I have. This is just a worsted weight from Walmart. This is something that is going to get washed, dried multiple times, so I just really didn't want to do a wool because I knew it was going to definitely be abused. So I wanted to have something that would take the abuse, and I got something that was 100% acrylic. But I got this cast on last night, and this is Miss Marple's scarf. These little ascots. I've done quite a few of these patterns. He already has one just like it. We're going to just do another one. So that's where I'm at with this. We'll get this done, and it won't take too long. This I just cast on last night, like I said, and haven't gotten very far. I'll put a stitch marker so we know, a progress keeper, so we know where we were when we podcasted last. But I'm thinking it's going to be off the needles by the time I podcast next time, because he's probably going to want to wear it before then. But that's my newest cast on. That's the only one I cast on. I have just trying to get stuff off the needles and get work done on the projects that I have on the needles. Yeah. If I get done with my other muscle burl and my scarf, my shawl that I'm doing, I might cast on a pair of socks. We'll see. I have a couple of different things that I could do some socks. They're already caked up into 50-gram minis, so I can get those done, and that would be, you know, another project that I would have on the needles. But other than that, that is all I have on the needles at the moment. Let's talk about what we bought. Okay, so our acquisitions this month. Let's talk about, we'll do our color from Kimber's. This is my September colorway from Kimber. When I videoed the last time, it hadn't come in the mail yet. So this is my September colorway, and this is Ruby, and this is the one I was thinking was going to be a little bit darker, deeper red than it is. It's more of a pinky red, and I don't know if I want this in there. So the colors that are coming is another red. I'm hoping it's more of a deeper red, not a purpley red, that I can use as my last color. If not, we'll see what we're going to do. We'll maybe pick what works out of the two, and this will not be my last color, or maybe it will be. Who knows? But this was my September colorway from Kimber in Ruby. Okay. Then also, I got my Patreon colors from Cornbread Honey. This is my September Patreon color. Really pretty, some bright colors in there. I love it. Yeah, there's some teal and some light blue and some gray, orange, hot pink, gold color. Really pretty. And then yesterday I got my September colorway, or October colorway, sorry. This is more of a muted purple and brown. Really pretty. It's just, it's a more of a muted color, and you know, it'll go with a lot of stuff because it'll just tone things down. So this is my October colorway. It's got some spots of dark brown in there, and then a little bit of green, and then a purpley pinky color, Muted. And then, of course, I had ordered previous these 4 skeins, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. Didn't know how I wanted to put them, but I figured I needed this one to match it, to put a color. So I got 5 of them with this hot or this fluorescent flecks inside there, and I added that to the collection. I don't know, I'm gonna probably put them all together into some kind of a wrap, shawl, something. I think that's what I'm going to do, or I'm going to do a sweater where I start out with one and then add in another one and work those 2, and then I don't know, I haven't figured it out. Maybe like the treasure trove where it's, you know, alternating them in, but I haven't figured it out yet. But that's, I got 5 of them to do something with, and I will. I just haven't found the right project to use all 5 of them together, but I will. But so this was my newest one. This is Gonger. And then the last thing that I got when I was there, because I went there yesterday, was she had these doodle books. And it's got a ton of different, it's a 200 mix and match patterns in here for hats, cowls, mittens, scarves, headbands, whatever you want to use them for. And I like the idea of these. I just didn't want to keep buying all those cards and having the cards sitting around. Now I know all of these are different than what all the cards are, but I thought there's a lot in here that I can figure out and make up myself and do some different designs with here and there. But they show you how to do your fingerless mittens and how to make the design, and you know, there's a lot of information in here for using the doodles and putting them together in a pattern. So that's my plan, you know, using them as in hats and stuff like that. So I thought that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out a couple of different cowls or something to do. The only thing I don't like about, I don't have a problem with a scarf, because once you wrap it around, they will be, your patterns will be going the right way that you can see them. When you do a doodle or a cowl that is an infinity cowl, you make them like this, but then when you wear it, they're sideways, and I don't like the look of that. So I probably will never do a infinity cowl, because I don't want to try to figure out how to do them different. Now I can do a regular cowl, which would be okay, because you do that in the round, but the infinity cowl, not so much. But I like the idea of, and of course it's got all of the different patterns and everything in there, the different designs you can mix and match. So yeah, so I got this to be able to make up my own design of what I want. They give you a little chart that you can copy off, and you can make up your own doodle of what you want to do. So I'm looking forward to when I have some time, sit down and figure something out there for probably a bandana shaped cowl to do that way. That's probably my plan on that. We'll see. But that is it for my acquisitions. Let's talk about where you can find me over the next month. Okay, so over the next month, where you can find me, of course, you can always find me on the website at tammyshomesteadingcrafts.com, where we have all the products displayed there. But we will be at 3 trunk shows for the month of November, and that will be the last of the trunk shows till next year. On November 18th, we'll have our bags at Longtail Knits in Northfield, Ohio, and they will be there until December 7th. I will actually be, I believe it's December 7th. Let me make sure. Come on. Yes, December 7th. I will be in the store on December 7th to close out the trunk show. So they will be there the week before Thanksgiving, the week of Thanksgiving, Small Business Saturday, Black Friday, and then the whole next week. And then the 7th, I will be there to close out that trunk show. The other place you can find me is at Kristy's Fiber Arts in Oklahoma. I will actually have the actual address of where she's at in Oklahoma down below because I can't remember the address right now. But she is in Oklahoma. We will not be at that trunk show. We will not be closing that one out. That is an open-ended trunk show at the moment. It is going to start on November 23rd. And it could go for 2 weeks, 4 weeks. We're not really sure. We're going to see how well it does over the holidays. But that is where the 2 trunk shows that I'm going to have stuff at for the rest of the year. And of course, still being on the website. I will be at a trunk show in Jamestown, New York at a guild at a church. And I can put that information down below for those of you who might be in that area and want to stop in to do the trunk show. It is open to the public. It is their guild meeting, but you could come in and shop. And then, you know, once we have our meeting, of course, you know, if you want to join the guild, you're welcome to join the guild. But we will be there from 10 till noon that day for that trunk show there. But that is the last place that I will be. Those are the last places I will be this year. Of course, like I said, you can always find me on the website. I will be having some sales because November is the birthday month for us in this house, and we will be doing some pop-up sales. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, or not my YouTube channel, my Instagram channel or my Facebook, go ahead and follow me over there. And also subscribe to the newsletter on the website. All that information will be down below. You can, that way you'll get the information, you'll get the notification before the sale starts so that you will know when the sale is starting and how long it is going for. And the surprise discount that will be in all of those. But like I said, we have our 2-year anniversary of the website this week. We have my husband's birthday in a couple of weeks. And then my birthday a couple of weeks after that. And then we have Black Friday and Small Business Saturday on top of all of that inside there. So definitely hop on over. Make sure you get the notifications for those things. Well, I guess that is it for today's video. We had a lot going on. I have no idea how long this is going to be until I start to edit this video. But we'll see. That is it for today's video. I will catch you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.